Right, so this is first really annoying thing. Obviously, their attack stats that the wiki lists is... Well, they're probably true, but they're not how their damage is calculated. Same with how their attacks, because for instance, the first Dark Lord or the first Janitor should be doing 1.1 times his attack, so he should do 11 damage. Doesn't. So I need to map out all the highest damage attacks that they have so that I can make sure that we hit the HP thresholds, because that's the big thing. I don't have to worry about damage anymore if we're using the Chef and Dino Eggs, but I do have to make sure I have enough HP. I'm looking for my recordings. That's the easiest way. They keep jumbling, moving around. More stuff loads. You know, damage aside, it's fine. We'll do the script. The Pilfer. We need the heal clause and the mana clause. There is something else. So usually with mana, I do, I think, greater than one enemy. I need my script so I can compare. Where can I take a snipping tool from? Well, self-explanatory. Probably from here. Yeah, the Phantasmal Claw is just group attack. Slight difference there. I would like to just be able to use Phantasmal Claw. Okay, so it'd be HP, this one would be Self. This is Ally. No, Self should have the priority. Actually. Less than. I'd also like to map out First Aid. Anytime I can use First Aid instead of Group Heal would still help. The strongest Group Heal. Is there any other Group Heal in the game? I guess the Chefs, but you can't really control the Chef with the script. It's interesting that they map that. And we have enemy team alive greater than 2. This should just be strongest group attack or Phantasmal Claw, I suppose. Which means I probably want enemy team alive greater than 2. Specific skills, so anyone with Phantasmal Claw will use it over their strongest. Because if I can get on a Mystic or even the Dark Mage, that'd be better. And then status on the Ally. Not equal to positive. Would be recharge. But I would kind of like a mana threshold instead. Problem is, a mana threshold only works if you're not running more than one Mystic. If you're running more than one Mystic, having that threshold, because there's a delay in when recharge actually ticks, means that all the Mystics will spam recharge till that first tick. So I guess this all depends on what I settle on the comp. So I know the first run is just a Thief and Mystic Nurse and then 3 other units. But I don't know if I want to run all... Well, I guess I would still run all Mystics because I don't have Phantasmal Claw at that point. So it's still the quickest clear. Do max triggers, 15, right? Then we usually do Skull Bash and single target. Also think I want to increase this. Right? That's always confusing me. Is this 2 or is this 2 plus or is it 3 plus? You know, this is greater than this one, greater than or equal to. But I think it's 2 or 1. No, it's not, because that's just for the recharge mechanic. Oh, confusing. Then I have another one that uses Phantasmal Claw greater than 1. But I think meleeing the 2 enemy rooms on later floors where you can't one-shot them with AoE is going to be quicker. I think then I just want default attack. And then we just need to map in the status stuff. So enemy status. Really wish there was burn, all the different statuses here. That'd make it a lot easier. Civic skill, skull bash. I guess we're just mapping out all the different status effects. That applies some. The only thing greater than Phantasmal Claw would be the use of Noxin and Dark Flame. Noxin, Dark Flame. I guess those go above this one. Okay, so that's if I get the Ozian armor, if I run Dark Mages, the healing, Skull Bash. Usually I have Skull Bash just set to isn't or rank greater than normal. But see, the thing is, I don't want to reapply burn anymore, unless it cycles through all the ticks, because it is just more damage. And the whole gimmick we're going for now isn't normal damage output. It's using stuff like the Dino Egg status, all that to dot and damage the enemies like that. Yeah, so 2 enemy rooms, we'll use Skull Bash. Against any enemy that doesn't have status, then we'll go back to default attacking, so that should be fine. I think that's all I really need. Just take another look at the other world. Then I also have Biohazard. But I don't know at that point if I have the... Well, it does come in play now and then. Keep alive, greater than 1, defend. I should have Phantasmal Claw, but I guess that is a slight time save. But we're not doing 1 anymore, so it's the same as this. Enemy greater than 2. Skill, defend. Go there. Yeah, because otherwise Skull Bash would trigger if I stick it on a nurse. We also want status. None. Oh, sorry. No, yeah, that's right. It should be the not equal to negative. Be Biohazard. Question is, do I want to bother? Because if I poison, chances are they won't inflict burn, and burn does the higher overall damage. But we are also going to loop. Because right now if there's an ore in slot 1, they will try to dot it repeatedly. It's kind of annoying. The other question is, do I want to go for ore? Because you definitely need the copper in Dimension 10. Without copper, you're kind of screwed. Though you can easily get it if you just do mine shafts. Even just a handful of mine shafts, and you should be able to get enough copper. The gold I'm going to get from pilfering, which I should probably check, but I'm sure you can get it since they drop it from pilfering the knights in the jail section. Yeah, it's the only issue right now is ore. If I come across ore, I'm going to have a difficult time. leave it as is, and we'll just make sure that we can pilfer. We want to go to... Sorry, not jail, armory. But I don't think the gold knights can spawn until 70. Put the phantasmal claw on, just in case I have to clear. We're up from 60. So yeah, this should be able to drop gold ore. Can't double pilfer, right? No. It's fine. Oh, but you can pilfer then ransack and still get something, can't you? No, you can't. That's fine. Which, in case pilfer steals gold or an item, this has... I think this has a lesser chance than ransack. I think that's what the wiki said. Come on, just give me gold. Tell me that this works. As long as I can get gold from pilfering, I should be able to complete the Adventurers Guild a lot earlier. Only helps. No, I'm not going to get any more. So they're only in 60 to 70. In which case, the amount of gold we're going to get is also an issue, because it doesn't look like it's going to be a lot. It's already slow to get normally. Unless I farm in Dimension 1 to guarantee 2, because if I get one, smith it, and keep one, they'll both come with me because of inheritance. So that way I can carry 2. I need to farm them, though, in Dimension 3. Do I just hold off and do all my farming in Dimension 3? I mean, by that time I'd have the attack and HP relic. So probably, yeah. Probably doing Dimension 1 as fast as I can, getting... Well, I wouldn't even bother with gold, because it'd be quicker to get in Dimension 2 to unlock inheritance. And just try to stack quests, so I can still get the thief. And that way I'd have both the attack and HP relic, so I could scale to farm in Dimension 3. I've got the claw, it's fine. Come on, just show me gold. Doesn't gold ore. I'm also curious if item find affects stealing. Suppose I didn't actually check. I just assumed that nothing was nothing. But it's a 50-50 roll on this, whereas this always steals one or the other. I suppose that's why you want to use pilfer over ransack, is because at the very least you're guaranteed the gold. So there won't be any more cold nights here. It's gonna be annoying, but I need proof. I mean, I don't think they drop anything else. Come on, just give me a piece of gold. Even if they do at this point, I don't think it's viable given the chance. I mean, you only need 5. But we haven't gotten any from drops, let alone stealing. And Dimension 1's the only time where we can guarantee, you know, getting clovers or stuff like that to actually influence drop rate. Because after that, we will have the magic clock. And I can use it for farming, but I'm not going to sacrifice it looking for items. Yeah, well, items in the blacksmith shop, I should say. We'll try one more. Otherwise, we might give it a go, because I can go back to using the speedrun strats, so Dimension 1 shouldn't take too long at all. Then we can try the early game side of things. Alright, one last glance. So, Thief, Steal, simple. Nurse, Heal. Dark Mage or Ozian Armor, we'll try the status, and that way we can do Burn. No, because I'd put the Ozian Armor on a Mystic. Unless they're a different Mystic to the one that's using Regen. It means even in single enemy rooms, I'll still also try to use Noxin and Dark Flame. Or Status Inflicted, which is faster on the later floors, but slower on the early floors. Defend on enemy 2 rooms, otherwise we're default attacking. I suppose weakest should just be isn't all. And I guess these should just be isn't all, but then Biohazard's gonna loop. I really wish you could do multiple. If you just set multiple scenarios, it'd be a lot better. I might as well keep the 3. Well, I'm saying that, but we're not even using this file. I'll take screenshots though. We can recreate it. Script 1. Strongest attack. Script 2. Alright, let's see if we can get to like Dimension 3. It wasn't good enough. Let's think of it that way. 26 minutes. 25 would look nicer. Yeah, let's see if I can remember how to do this. I mean, we'll probably do safer-ish version. Or I don't bother turning in that many quests, just to keep Dimension 2. Because if I'm not grinding levels, Dimension 2 might also be a slight problem. See the poison tick there? Adds time. Whenever you inflict status. That's why Noxin's actually just as slow as Torment. Ooh, fingers are slipping. Go to 5, no, not you. You can't go to 5, you die. Well, you do go to 5, but you die to 5. What I mean to say. Need the stool. Here we go. Now you go to 5, but I don't want to go further. But I think I'm still grinding the mystics to 25. I'm just not doing the nurses. Alright. 3. Upgrades. Upgrade again. Bit slow. I think you want to leave that quest till the Carpenter. Well, normally you'd stop here, but I will get the extra gold. When you get slowed, to kill the skeleton, drops 2, they all drop 1. Quest. All of you, upgrade that. I'm pretty sure it would be quicker to stop at 9. Both the boss and then the chest animations are bad, but we'll let go. This is just testing. And then we'll go till there's a tough enemy. So this, well, between the 3 of them, can they get the slug done? They can. Yeah, so then we might as well use the rest of your mana. We get 1 slug. The extra gold, since it's ambush. I feel like we're meant to aim for 100 gold or something. Eh. Definitely not doing the mini-boss. Ah, the mythic grind. Very annoying. Especially getting full sets of everything, not just getting... I can't build a blacksmith. Why are you... 2 to 5. Yeah, getting full sets of everything. The armor, I mean. Really big pain in the ass. Because of the way the loot system works. So it rolls down the list, I'm pretty sure. Should preface that, I should say pretty sure. We'll grab all of you. I can't grab all of you. Damn it. If I could have hired the extra carpenter, we could have gone to 20, I think. Yeah, so the more you take out of the pool, so like all the unique gems, the unique weapons, and accessories, the less actual chance you have for mythics? Yeah, mythics. There's also a sweet spot to grind them. I think it's something like for 15,000 to 25,000. I think that's where you have the most chances of the different levels of the armor. Because if you go too high, you can only get the higher levels. So like the maxed out versions. And if you stay too low, you can only get the lower versions. And you want the spot where you can get the most of them. Rocking only 205 to keep the garbage down. And that pool you're talking about. Yeah. I did some testing. Max item find over the course of the whole thing does help. But it's not substantial. So I think 200 is fine. And you're better off going for something else like gold or essence. Not that there's many essence items. Can we beat you? I don't think we can. Oh, lucky last hit. How about that? I don't want to end the quests. I want to keep all the quests. So we're just going to hire like usual. We will build the blacksmith. That progresses. Upgrade anything. Just repeat. We get gold. Don't think I've actually gotten that boss done this early. It's kind of messed up the order I'm meant to do stuff in. I do have a guide somewhere I wrote out. Probably follow it. Or at least look at it. Ah, yes. Very helpful guide. All I have is speedrun strats. I gotta find my speedrun file now. Ugh. think I found it. High all, floor 10, blacksmith, stall 3. Yeah, so I definitely done stuff out of order. It's fine. We'll do 20 again. I need to get the wizard's tower, and I should be on stall level 5. I should have also bought healing stones. I think that's what's messing me up. Those should be much easier. Uh, 200 gold, that's enough for the wizard's tower, but I'm also meant to get upgrades. Yeah. We're going a bit further. I also meant to sell stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I can get back into it. I mean, it'll be good, because this method where I don't grind Dimension 1 means I should be able to do Dimension 1 in like half an hour. Maybe. So with all your knowledge of the coding stuff. I made a game in high school. Actually, I wonder. I feel like I had a copy. I did too. It's very, very jank. Since you asked. It's also very loud. Where's my window capture? Here we are. That does not look like that. Oh, because I clicked the file, that's why. Well, no, it says it's the .exe. Let's just... That is really loud. Do I have settings? I don't even think I have settings. Let's just turn it down for now. You can see there I'm on the exe. I actually have it open. Why can't I find it though? Just make a screen capture. Primary. There we are. We'll turn it up a little bit. Yeah, I made this in... I'm gonna age myself. I don't know, like 2012? I guess we'll click play. Oh, this takes me back. Little stab animation. It's like tower defense, so you can place all these things down, then mobs will start spawning once the timer gets going. You can jump, you can lock the leg animation apparently. Little platformer. Alright, you can click on the hotbar as well. And then yeah, you just have to defend your core. There's a little manual save button, so you can actually scum it. Oh, I just got shot. Tells you what there are. There's one chest somewhere. Oh, you can't apparently click on the hitbox. That chat box. But already dying. Where are you? Oh, you do face me. I thought I could get you. Alright. Looks like the... if you attack a wall, it locks. Should probably try and go find the chest. I'm actually super proud of both the gold animations and the chest animations. I think they're what I spent the most time on. And actually the druid transforming, one of the other classes you can play. You gonna cast something though? Oh, they did the whole rotating animation. Oh, there's a tutorial. Now you know. Moving jump. I'm confused. That said move to the nearby torch, didn't it? Let's just beat the dummy. Yeah, the retro going rotation animation. And then yeah, you can build stuff, so grab the coins, build a wall. Oh. Oh, if you don't have line of sight, you stop attacking. That's interesting. What was that? Oh, whatever that was, it did not like it. Let's actually not do the tutorial then. And there's a secret class you could unlock too. If I edit the .ini. Alright, we'll see. I have to get to level 3. The druid is literally a transformer. Like, his body goes horizontal and morphs. It was just super ridiculous as like a transforming animation. Oh, and they each have their own maps too. It's pretty nifty. You can buy equipment. So this is like your inventory, your armor, experience, mana. And then, yeah, you get stat points as well. Stam. Instead of like bit or anything like that, just 4 letters. Anyway. Let's get back to the testing. Oh, I died to something. That's fun. Right, so we want to build the Wizard's Tower. So go talk to you. And then I'm also meant to grab Stool level 5. I don't think I can do that unless... Oh no, it's already at level 5, never mind. Yeah, I spent like a year. Actually, the music and everything my friend made. That was nice. And we're just grinding swords, it looks like. We don't actually want to use the gold to warp. I had one more as well. I don't think I have a copy of that because that's the first one I made. Where you were like a samurai ghost. And it was more like Mario. So just a straight platformer. That one was fun. They're meant to get swords till I can build iron swords. I need a lot more gold. I should try and get back into engineering. Thanks. I've always had like one big idea that I really wanted to make. I can't say. It's more, I hate learning language, and I think what ruined it for me was when, like software engineering or math, all that clicked as it is a second language. My brain just went, psh. And I don't know, I couldn't think of it the same anymore. So I do like the art side. I do have to get back into drawing. It's funny. In high school, I did all creative subjects till like exams or upper level. We call it VCE, so Victoria Certificate of Education. You do it in your final 2 years, and it's what you use as your like certification and everything for university. Yeah, so up until year 11 and 12, I did like art, like drama, did all that, and then I just did science, physics. I just did a 180. That was also not what I was meant to craft. Though they do help, so I guess it's not too bad. I just got a decent comp here. I might sell, because we should be able to go further now. Is C Sharp what you use with Java? That's all I remember. So I'm pretty sure we did it all in Java. Java's not a thing anymore, is it? Or is Java its own language? I feel like in saying that Java is its own language, isn't it? Oh yeah, so game title. The path taken. And essentially, I mapped it all out as like a inner working spiral. So no matter where you start, you sort of take the same path, but everything is a choice. So then it branches off and spirals inwards. So like one map would be you're going through a cavern. There's a sword stuck in a wall. You pull the sword out. Then this causes X thing to happen with the enemy storyline. And then the main RPG element would be the class system. So you start off as a blank canvas. You pick one of four, you get your first ability, and then every choice you make unlocks an ability specific to whatever ever choice you make. So that, say there's six big choices by the end of it. You've got six different abilities, your combination of different classes, and then whatever actions you've taken, your enemy or the adverse side of the story has taken all the inverse actions. So it'd be easy to map out because even though it sounds non-linear, it is linear in that aspect because it's always one-to-one. The simple fact is your choices aren't one-to-one. And then I also wanted to remember previous game states. To say there's four starting points and call them each of the four different environments. You go from one environment to the next, and it always cycles around, but each environment is in the state that was left in the previous, if that makes sense. So if your first playthrough you picked Area 1, your next playthrough, if you pick Area 2, when you go back to Area 1, it's now in the state left in that previous save. I don't know if you know the Dragon Age games, because that's I played them way too much, and that's sort of the I love the you leave a mark on the world. Always felt great. 400 now I can craft. I if I had to do the assets, I would do pixel art. Because I can get pixel art done relatively quickly. Well, I say relatively quick, as in like I have the most experience with it. And I also think side scroller would sort of be more. It would make it feel more impactful because obviously if you introduce 3D, then having a linear sort of map is a bit of an issue because it's a lot more easy to tell it's linear. Whereas if it's a side scroller, just having up and down motion is enough to create a feeling of dynamicism. I want to make more. I can probably make one more. I even have the wood. I do. Yeah, I should be mapping you guys out properly. Something like that. Do I have the gold? Can't see. I do. And then I also want to do all the bosses as like Metrovania. So like big boss, and then you're moving up and back and forth. But also with quick times. We really need to bring back quick times. I need 1,000 gold for mystics. Actually, no, I meant to go to 49. Okay, so I craft 3 more iron swords, and then we go to 49, then I do the mystics. Oh yeah, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I definitely want the clovers. Also, by chance, could you turn? Oh, right, yes. Oh, wow, you can't even see it. I just realized that. What was that? I think it was that around here. Okay. Everyone should have iron swords. You can be the healer. You can have the clover. Well, we can actually sort of use the wiki. This is all very annoying. Because these... Even this 1.5 is not. Does way more damage than that. Same with 2.5. Well. Hey, Sub-Zero. I think God of War is the only real game that sort of does quick times. I can't remember, was there any in the latest one? There's the execute prompts. But I can't remember there being any quick times in the bosses. From what I saw. I haven't played it. There might have been, actually. So we might as well go to 59. I want to reset for Clovers. It's fine, we're basically there. Oh, cool. Congrats. Ooh, 9.7. I don't want the rings, because then they get auto-equipped. We want the mystics. Don't want to run the mystics. I want more clovers. Wish they just put in something a little bit extra so we could break 10k on the floors. Makes 3. 3 mystics too good to pass up? I think it is. I mean, we should be able to do it from 40. Maybe get clovers. Just cast. Even on the 2 enemy rooms. Wait, you can get it to 200? Oh, alright, what am I saying? I'm at 200 and... Am I normally at 240? feel like my FPS is higher than normal. No, I must be thinking about 240. I thought 120 was the cap. But yeah, I know you can break 10k, but we would love the consistent 10k. To be honest, we'd love like a million or something like that. Make it super easy to get to the upper levels. $240 must be the cap. Any clovers? No, but we did get carrots, so I still do want to upgrade kitchen. But we don't really care about the upgrades. We just want to make sure we can do thief into chef adequately. Between 9.8 and 9.6. Okay, 240 is the cap. I was just going insane for a little bit. We got one, so I think we have 3 clovers in total. I need to start stocking up resources. I really gotta look into how I did Dimension 1 in the speedrun again. Just reset, because I know I want clovers. Inheritance is now the priority. We just want the gold. So I need one more clover for max gold, and then we do the 80, and then we do the same for gold shields. Then we just farm for a bit. Not as much as previous. We don't have to worry about the levels. I'm not running dark mages, so I don't need extra clovers. I do need the bed. Do I want to buy it now? Should still be able to get 6 mystics. They've all got clovers because we didn't buy rings. It's probably worth running a thief though now and stealing, especially if I want to try and get the gold. Oh yeah, you've got a decent take on the item find for mythics, don't you, sub? Because he was asking about that before. Because I know my testing showed a slight improvement, but it wasn't, you know, substantial. Can you get mythics from the bonus chests? Surely you can, because you can get rares and everything normally. So it might be worth taking those. Well, actually, no. No, never mind, because you get more enemies in rooms. So it's never better to run the chests. Do you know the optimum segment to run sub? Because I know, depending on the item pool, so like how many different levels of the mythics you can get, there's a higher chance. So it's better to run not low primal land or high primal land, but somewhere in between. Gold shields cost a lot. Yeah. Eh. I think I'm meant to farm a little bit more gold here. Well, we'll go till we get like 2 or 3 mystics. Probably invest in these a little. There we go. Get one. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Perfect. We don't have recharge yet, so we will just start from 1. Don't know if it's possible with just the mystics. I think I've done it before to beat Dimension 2 in one run. The only limit on phone would be the FPS, right? And the ad stuff. But which should still be similar, no? Right, actually, I lost track of time. I didn't realize it was late as it is. I will need to go shortly. But we can discuss a few things quickly. So, Dimension 1 will still be grindy. It shouldn't be as grindy. So I still do want to unlock... You definitely want Inheritance. If not for Dimension 2, for Dimension 3 to run the Thief. So you need 25k for that. Kitchen as much as possible is also generally what you want, because you don't want to waste the resource you do accumulate. In the bad resourcefulness, this is the tricky one. So I would say you only need level 1 now. Because if I grind in Dimension 2 and Dimension 3, I should have more essence. And therefore there isn't as big of a dependency on farming iron or even blue smithing crystals to be able to, you know, start off with higher equipment. So it would probably be 2k, 25k. I think the next inheritance is 50k, right? So you probably get the first 2 levels. Let me look it up quickly. 7, so dungeon 2. Right, that's very helpful. 25k to 200k. I would assume it goes, there's 6 levels, so it'd be 200k, 150k, 100k, 75k, 50k. Yeah, so the next one should be 50k. So I'm probably grinding 2 levels of inheritance, so that'd be 75k. Probably around 15k worth, so that's 90k. Probably still be grinding out the 100k I normally do get. So you'd probably use speedrun strats, get the mystics to level 15, run them to 100, grind out the gold and their levels. Okay, so the plan of attack. I need to map out how much exactly I need to farm, what items and resources I need to farm. We also need the stable. But I don't think I'm going for levels on Dark Mage at all anymore. And I'm definitely not getting the nurses to 25. At least not yet. I think any form of level progression should be done using a thief and a chef. And then just spamming pancakes. Because between the chef's ransack... pilfer. Between the chef... not chef. Between the thief's pilfer and then running frying pans, you should be pretty stable on resources. You actually get quite a lot through pilfering. And then let's Dimension 1, gold, unlock those. Dimension 2 would probably just be complete because the chameleon boss sucks. And then we also want both the attack and HP relic before we farm. That way we can continue to scale properly. And then Dimension 3 we farm for a bit. Then from Dimension 4 onwards, so I think you get 100k at around 300 floor mark. So every dimension onwards should be able to do like Thief, Mystic, Nurse, Mystic, do floor 300, unlock the Chef, and then do Chef, Mystic, Healer, whatever else, maybe Dark Mage if you got enough gold to clear the bosses. I think that should be the go, and then you just want Dino Egg. So the Mystic still has to be 25 for you to regen mana. It's the only way you can get through with healing and also pilfering. So Mystic has to be 25. You want group heal, but you could probably grind out group heal a bit later. You don't need anything on the Thief. And then the Chef you need to hit level 9. Okay, I think, yeah, I'm gonna take some time to map it out properly. Because it's been pretty, like, all over the place. That's why it is testing. But I can definitely do this a lot quicker. And then we'll probably try the first 3 dimensions again. Because, again, once you get to the point where you're just rinse repeating the same steps, i.e. first run, Thief, second run, Chef, it's a lot easier. and then you don't really have to trial it. And definitely with the chef damage from how I cheese the final boss, it should be a lot easier to do some of the difficult bosses, especially the Vacation Lord. You'll cycle the barbecue into healing him if you use the chef a lot quicker, which means you don't have to worry about the damage as much. Yeah, should work out a lot better. Alright. Hopefully your discussions helped one another. Sub and Ryan. My Dark Lord one-shots everyone, but use Shadow Slice. Shadow Slice is super slow. If your physical damage is still enough, you could always craft the... what's it called? The Knifey Glove. It's a physical version of Phantasmal Claw. Though isn't it super slow? It's not super slow, but it is slower. Widowmaker is surprisingly quick. If you want to use that for melee AoE until you get Phantasmal Claws. Anyway, I gotta have lunch and then I got to go. So, thanks for hanging out. Quarter one-ish. I'm gonna try and be a bit more consistent. I think generally I clock on right when you finish, roughly. Well, not right when you finish, but a little bit after you sub. So I've seen you a bit early morning when I first get up. Assume both of you have a good evening. Well, good night. Good midnight. Evening. We'll go with evening.